Hello. It's late and I'm live again. If anyone comes, that is like, I went out. Like that's something most people don't do or something. Like I don't know what I'm saying there, but yeah, I went out. I went a different way to Roker Park. I kind of went along by the Marina way, but obviously I can't get down by the Marina because banks, man, they're just annoying. But yeah, I thought, well, I'll go down that way and then I'll see what photos I can get and stuff and see what I can see. And so, yeah, that was cool. I don't know if anyone's going to come in. All it says is like one person's watching or something. And there's nothing there. Ah, you did make a live, Patricia. Hi, Gary. I was just saying that I went out. Like it was just something weird that people did, but it kind of is to me. It is something weird that people did before, and now it's something weird that I do. So I'll give it a couple of minutes just to see if anyone else pops in, and then I'll obviously took a load of photos again, and I figured this time I'll actually be on the screen, even though it's red hot again. Absolutely hate the humidity. It's driving me insane at the minute. Like, I only went in the shower yesterday morning. I mean, I only washed my hair yesterday morning. I should rephrase that. And normally I only do it every third day, like wash my hair. I just get a wash otherwise, but it's not surviving. Otherwise it just looks like grease. But you know, hi Grant. None of your keep me on longer tactics, right? None of those. I got what you were doing yesterday. You and Daryl adding minutes on and stuff like that. Anyway, as I said, I'll get another minute. I'll give it till 5 minutes before I start, and then we'll see. But yeah, it was a bit scary today, to be honest. Like, I'm not. Well, not. Sounds a bit weird to say that, but there was absolutely loads of traffic, and near the big roads, being in a wheelchair just feels really intimidating, and I don't know why, but it just does. I always feel like I don't know, just feel more vulnerable or something, like the sort of whizzing, especially when there's a lot of traffic and the whizzing past of things. It's just, yeah, it's freaky. I'll speak to Daryl, and it's Daryl. Hi, Daryl. Need to have just a bird quiz for Daryl. Yeah, unfortunately, I only have like a couple of bird pictures. I think got a really cool swan picture. However, it was like if it had been a tiny bit further out, it would have been perfect. But you know, can't have everything, can you? Hi, Night's Life. Hope you're good. Right, I'm going to get started. I don't know if anyone else is going to pop in, but I'm going to get started and I'm going to share screen. Hopefully it'll not bore anybody, but we can only try. Well, not dry and boys, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm good. I could probably manage that, to be fair. All right, so I'll have to bring it up on my phone more now because I can't see the chat otherwise. Let's find. That'll help, innit? I'm going to start off with a graffiti here. Let's find. Oh, don't need to be talking to myself. Send you BG a message on Insta, Lenny. No, she won't be busy. She can come if she wants, you know, like I'm not gonna go around and message everyone. But all right. So as you can see, this is some graffiti. And the thing is, I really like this. It's on the side of a removal place. And I go this way if I'm going to my parents or down by the Marina as I was. So obviously the green, if you can't see that in there, here, it says eyes. And that's obviously his tag name. But I'll just zoom in a little bit in places so you can see, because it's pretty cool. It's like, obviously, this is a fish tank, and that's a floating piece of bread, because of course you always get floating pieces of bread, not in fish tanks, usually in ponds, but still. There's a bottle of milk with it, legs. Everything's got legs. The cheese has got legs. I think that's a donut on the bottom, and then some foliage. I think those cheeses with eyes and legs, and then there's two that look like ice cream cup things, and then obviously the castle that you put on your fish tank. I think this is a fish just on this side here. Oh, but there's a lot of work in this. Don't know if that's a diamond on the bottom there. But yeah, there's a fish here, and then there's dotted little fish. Fish there, a fish here, a fish there. Everywhere a fish. No, that's not the right thing, is it? Some sort of face thing, some grass, a glass of wine, as you find, yeah, obviously do. And there's a bird up here, and what kind of bird's that, Daryl? Is that a kingfisher or something? Standing on the wine glass. But yeah. And as I was looking at these, right, this lady was talking to her husband about them, basically saying they were disgusting and stuff. And I was obviously standing, I was going to take a picture, but I didn't want to take a picture of the people in the way, kind of thing. And so, obviously, social distance, and she went, they're an eyesore, aren't they, disgusting like that? And I went, actually, no, I really like them, to be honest. And she just tutted and walked away. I was getting like, arsey bitch, you know what I mean? Proper arsey bitch, but I'm not bothered. Hi, Leanne, how are you? Hope you're good. But yeah, I think they're cool. I mean, it's better than just the plain wall. There's the Pink Panther, obviously his tag again. The Pink Massive Crew, well, the Pink Crew Massive, I should say. But that's like, you know, that's really clever to me. I wish I could do stuff like that. I think it's cool. But like, she obviously didn't. And a picture of a staffy, which again is pretty cool. There was another one here, I meant to get that as well, but then this man was walking past through his son and stuff, and so I just decided to keep going. But yeah, like I said, I like them. Right, random picture, I know, but there's a reason I took this picture, because I was on the way. At the bottom of this road is the sea, right? But I wanted to turn down this pathway, so I wanted to go down here to lead myself to the marina and then go along from there. However, as I was coming down this road, I got about halfway down from right up here that I noticed the scaffolding, and as you can see, there's no space for us to get through. So I couldn't go in there because it's not wide enough, and I couldn't go between here and the bus stop because it's not wide enough. So I had to go, so as I said, I was halfway down here, and I had to go all the way back up to the top, go across the crossing at the lights right at the top, and then just zoom. Over around here and down this side, only to find some Burke had parked right over the path, so I couldn't go past. So I thought, it's just not going. It's going to be one of them days, you know what I mean? So then I had to turn back again. I had to come back off the curb at the top of here, and then I had to literally come down this road on the road because I couldn't get down either side of it on the path. But shit happens sometimes, I suppose. It's just frustrating because obviously even I kind of say now, because even before I was in the wheelchair, there was like, I wouldn't have had a clue about things like that, and obviously they're doing work on that building and it's necessary, but then because both sides of the road are blocked off, you know, it's like I said, it's frustrating, but it's just one of them things, so nothing much I can do about it. All right, so now at the marina. Now this part of the marina is obviously I can't really get down. I can only go onto this part and take photos from here because I can't go down the other side because the banks. The banks are just way too steep. Unfortunately, all of this is too steep. But obviously these are like the docks or the port. There's a lot of cranes and stuff about, and boats, and there's the boats there, two boats, one here, and then there's these cranes which are behind the trees, a crane here. There's a lot of them down like this. So this is one of the banks, so it might not look so bad here. As you go further down, which you'll probably see in the next picture, as you go further down, you like it just becomes steeper, and obviously for me to come back up, it's too much really. So there. So as you can see, that's a lot. If I don't know if you can tell, but that's a lot steeper. But this is if I zoom in there, you can see Port of Sunderland. We used to have a really busy port. I mean, it's still quite busy. I mean, we've had all oil rigs and all sorts of ships and warships, battleships, all sorts here. And obviously, we had a lot of industry that went out from here. But obviously, most of that's gone now. So sad as it is. Has everybody gone? Or is it just really quiet? It's probably just really quiet. But you know, anyway. Right. So this is another view of the marina that I was trying to get through the trees. I mean, there's better pictures, to be fair, further on. There's a lot of boats down there. This is the South Pier. If you'd have seen my video the other day, you'll have seen it, the white lighthouse, the iron one. Well, that used to stand on this pier. But I'll show you. You're all just listening. Hi, Rory. You're listening intently. Very good, Gary. Joan says to us, "I'd make a good tour guide." I was like, "Oh, it's nobody listening." There was also a guy on a speedboat here. Not a speedboat, jet ski, is it? We're just speeding about. Anyway, right. Okay. The reason I put this in is this is the Glass Centre, National Glass Centre, and this is further up the river on the same side I was on, but further up nearer town. The reason I took this is obviously it's a part of the marina essentially, but I can't get near this because I can't get anywhere near, so I just used someone else's picture, which looks much better. So this was built in 1998. It was built on a shipyard that used to be here. Silver glass, because we used to do a lot of glass, became known throughout the country in the 18th century. We also had loads of other glassworks here, including Arc International, who make Pyrex. No longer here now, and none of them are, to be honest. This is now a museum, and the whole thing is made out of glass and steel. So it's a museum about the history of glassmaking. There's several galleries in here, lots of exhibitions, hot glass demonstrations, and there's also a glass roof which you can walk on, which is up here. You can see below. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never been, because obviously before, when I was able to go, I didn't leave a house, and now that I want to go, I can't get to it because it's too steep. The banks to it are too steep. But maybe one day, you never know. Right. You listen intently. Oh, I've read that bit. Hi, Nick and Andrea. Yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it? Hi, Brad. You just watched some of your vids. Right. I'm on the big telly. All right. So I'm still at the marina, or like the docks or the port, whichever part of it you want to call it. It's all just the one thing. We there. We used to live opposite here when I was a kid for about 13 years. So I lived opposite here. We used to go down the docks all the time. Looked a lot different then. The reason I took this tree is because this is where we used to live. Not in the tree, obviously, because that would be strange, but there used to be masonettes here, so like 2-story masonettes, and ours was just here behind this tree. And where I've just come from, where you've just seen, is literally just behind here. You can't see, but it's obviously faces there. So I've seen it a lot when I was a kid. When we used to go down the docks with a dog. We had a dog called Cindy. Sadly, she went off we walked her down there hundreds and hundreds of times, and she came off the side of the dock into the water. I just remember being really panicked at the time. Luckily, there was a fisherman in a boat, and he pulled her out the water and managed to sort of give her back to us, type of thing. And then we noticed she was bumping into things, and sadly she went blind, and that's how she never seen the edge. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't fancy standing on that. I hated the bit that had the glass floor at the Guinness Sky Bar in Dublin at St James's Gate. Yeah, I couldn't do stuff like that. I'm down no good with heights. Definitely not. They have a glass floor at the Spinnaker. Is that how you say it? Tower in Portsmouth. Oh, I'll have to look what that is. All right, so I'm a bit further along. Took a photo, a distant photo of the marina. It's lovely down here, as you can see. And you can also see the lighthouse beyond the houses. So I'll take a picture of the lighthouse. Again, that's a bit further along. Another picture of the marina. I was just trying to sort of I could see the crane better for me, so I thought, oh, I'll take a picture, especially with the zoom on the camera. It's really cool. It's really cool because I feel like I'm miles away, but and actually see stuff and know what it is, and you know what I mean. It's a massive pile of sand there, but yeah, it's cool. There's obviously a ship here, and I think there's one there as well. The car looks tiny, but right, next one. All right, so this is a more close up of the boats in the marina. As I was taking this, I think they're fishing there. You know, I can't tell. Can you fish here? I wouldn't have thought there'd be much. Maybe they're not. Oh, they like birds, aren't they? Yeah, like bird statue things. Looks like a different bird. But as I was watching this boat came in, so I decided to take a picture. You know, as you do. It's called Celtic Spirit. It's a charter boat. They must take people out fishing, I'm guessing, just with the equipment. That's my idea. There's a glass floor in one of the towers in Chicago. My daughter stood on it, but I couldn't. I'm with you there, Leanne. I couldn't do that. All right, so I'm a bit further along again, and so I took another picture. What really annoys is that lampposts are there and stuff, like the lamppost in the bin. I'm like, it's so frustrating, but it looks really nice. All right, so now we're at Roker Beach. Well, I'm at the top of the bank. So obviously this is the other pier. This is the South Pier, and this is the pier where the white lighthouse used to be that I showed you the other day. But when was it? They had to shorten it for some reason for safer and easier access, which is why the other lighthouse came down, because this other pier is longer, the newer pier. So this one was built in 1903. Like I said the other day, you can go underneath it. I think it's about £6 for an adult to walk all the way underneath. Which was put in for because it all got rebuilt by the National Heritage thing and whatever, and so it was. I think it was about 2017. It was fully done. But yeah, the beach looks so nice now. Like it used to be when I was a kid. This was absolutely covered in stones. Like there was so many stones. Like it would just knock your feet. But it looks. I mean, you can still see a few, but because it quite often. But yeah, just those areas and statues now. So I'll redid it and everything. Planting things and stuff. There's a few people out today, but could have been a lot busier, I suppose. I think it looks a bit busier further along. So this is the top of the bank. This is the bank down. So if you remember the other day when I was showing you from Seaburn side and I zoomed into the bank that went down, this is the bank, and also the amusements that I used to go into, the arcades, which is here. But again, it now. I mean, it was nice to me as a kid when I used to go. I used to love it. So you know what I mean. I can't say now, but obviously it's been a long time since, obviously I went down when my kids, when they were young, but that'll have been the last time. That's another picture of, I thought the sky looked better and that looked like it had ears, whatever that is. The face in the clouds. I was like seeing like a, I don't know, little dragon head. I think that looks like a dragon's head. I should probably zoom in, right, and then it'll be like, no. But as I said, this was that bank I was trying to show you the other week. Yeah, it does. Look, it's a laughing dragon. That. Oh, your car boot's been rained off there today. Nightmare. Don't know why I put another picture of that view, but unless it was, and another one. I was the other side of this bollard thing. I just daren't go down this bank. Like, I think I would dare go down it, but I think I'd be terrified to come back up because it's so long. Like, I think the wheelchair would struggle, and it just worried us a bit. Yeah, it does look like Dino, yeah, from the Flintstones. It did. Very excited looking. I just zoomed into the amusements where I used to. That's never changed. That still looks like that. I mean, it's probably been painted and whatnot, but it still looked like that when I was a kid. And I used to go in here and play Alex the Kid and think I was cool because I used to be cool at it. There's the white lighthouse there that I was talking about. And this place is really nice. It's Granny Annie's here. It's like a bar, has live music and stuff, but like through the day you can take your dog in and stuff and serve food and stuff. So it's really nice. Not that I've been, but somebody else tells me. All right, so then I'm further along the top road, and I just took a picture of the here. Oh, all right. Well, come on. So that's, you go into this to go down under the lighthouse. But yeah. I think I took a few pictures just to show that it zoomed in a little bit further every time. So I can't get over the zoom. I know I've said this before, but like, I really just love it. I'm like, yeah, it zooms right in. Like, oh man, I don't want to go that way. Like, you can literally see the fishing rods and the fishermen. There was there was a few people on here, as you can see, but some lads on bikes fishing there. It looks lovely there. Yeah, I mean, I love it anyway. You live by the sea in a little, or you live by the sea in Little Hampton. Little Hampton sounds really nice. So this is the main road I was on. It's the Roker Coast Road. Some very nice houses along here, as you can imagine. And there was quite a lot of traffic. Like, this is, zooming along here, that like it freaks us out a bit, but I did it. That's the main thing, isn't it? I took some clouds, dramatic clouds and that. You know how they look dramatic. So then I'm a bit further along, and I kind of took a picture from this side because why not? and then obviously a zoomed in picture from this side. There was no like boats or anything. So this is another way down, but obviously I ain't going down that because yeah. Can you just imagine going down there in the wheelchair? I once went over cobblestones in the city centre and like it literally got bounced all over, and Laura thought it was hilarious. I went past here on me as a video, but this is still Roker, this bit all here. So I'm looking back on where I've come from, another cobbledy pathway down again, and this is that long path that I won't go down, but it would be nice to one day get down there as well. This side is all steps down. I took this picture because I used to play down here when I was a kid. It's like if we ever went to the beach, we always played, like we always came to this part. There used to be seats along here. Now there's these designer stone looking things, but there used to be seats, and then obviously there's this like ramp down, and we used to just build sandcastles running out to sea, and you could go through the park going up this way here if you. But yeah, these are steps down though, so. I watched half of your video. Oh, you're talking to Richard. Alright, so I've come into the park. This is coming into the park. Again, the clouds looked a bit dramatic, so I thought I'd take a photo. So this was a water fountain. This was built because in honour of the bloke who donated the land for the park. So him and I think the people who, let's have a look. Scholars and teachers and friends of Sunday schools in Ceylon to commemorate the celebration of the centenary of Sunday schools and the opening of Roker Park on the 23rd of June in 1880. And then this is, I think his first name was Hedwith, and he was the 8th Baronet of wherever, don't know where, but the 8th Baronet of somewhere. He was called Hedwith Williamson, and he gave 18 acres of land for the purpose of forming this public park and pleasure ground for the free use of the people of Sunderland forever. Yeah, me too. I always look at them. Right, so this poor swan, and this little kid was chucking bread towards him, and he didn't seem like he was slightly interested at first, and then he started picking it up and dipping it into water before he ate it. But yeah, he just looked a bit sad. But his mate, he didn't. I love this picture, but I'm so slightly gutted that I didn't quite get all of his wing in on this side, because that would have just been so much better. There's like seagulls in the background, and there's some ducks up this top end, but if I had just got the end of this tip of his wing, that would have just been like spot on, but I didn't. Hi Leanne, hope you're alright. But it's still lovely. It's still a good picture. Yeah, they are beautiful. Very beautiful. So we have two here. I assume like they were sort of, I don't know if you can say placed here, but like, you know what I mean? Because they've got tags on, and there's two in the town one as well. There, they're there. I got them together. They look like they're in sync. Quite looking in the same place. Just, the sun came out for a little bit. I wouldn't care. It was like red hot in the morning. Like the sun was there, and I decided to go out at dinner, and it was iffy. It sort of kept disappearing, looking like it was going to rain. But yeah, very beautiful. That's about the only duck I got, and then he was like looking the other way. It's Daryl, what these called again? The ones with the purple bits in. I know you told us before, but I can't remember. So that's like a look at the whole pond. The bit up here, there's a bowling part. There's actually two. There's like a clubhouse in the middle. I think I've got another picture further on. But a female mallard, probably. You're in the middle of listing art books on auction. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Hopefully they go for billions of money and then you feel really good. Right, I don't know if you can see on this screen, but can you see the little fish or the little we used to call them tadpoles when I was a kid. There's like loads of them in there, and when we used to get a fishing net in a little bucket, and then my mum would let us collect them, put them in our little bucket, but before we went home we had to pour them back in. Anyone else have to do that as well? I don't know if you can see them on screen. I think I've got another picture where they were like eating the bread that had been tucked in. But oh, there. So there's like the bread that had been minnows. Is that what they're called? There's like hundreds of them, like that just come out of the bread. But yeah, I think don't know if anyone else, like I said, you put a ghost photo. What's a ghost photo? No clue what you mean. They're very sentimental to me and putting a crazy startup page. Don't blame you if they're very sentimental to you. If they're very sentimental, just keep them. All right, that's me. So when I took the other picture of the whole pond, I was over here, and now it's from this side. I also caught this bird. All right, so this is the top of the bandstand. Again, just seem to have a bird flying there. I would gather minnows, but my dad was the one to make me put them back. Yeah, my mum used to do the same. She'd let us gather them in our little bucket, and then we'd have to empty them back before we left. I cropped these a little bit because there was people on the side. So this is the bandstand. This has been there since the park started. It was restored a little bit in, I did write it down somewhere, in 1907. It's made of cast iron, and I think there's some sort of thing that to redo it again because it needs another it needs a revamp. The gate's like broken here, and you know, I mean, when I was a kid, there used to be a good play park down there, but it's up on the top now on the other side. But there's talk of like toilets in the tea room, and obviously restoring the bandstand properly so it gets used for what it should be. Night, Richard. Have a good day tomorrow. It's time to pass them on. Just well, like you said, just put on a big sort of thing. I think that just was a different light slightly there on this one. Again, I cropped it to cut the people off the side. Where's my thing gone? Don't know what this is doing. Wait a minute. There. This is above the bowling green. So the bowling green bit's here, and this was above it. And that's one side of the bowling green. The other side is on the other part of this clubhouse. So there's like 2 bowling greens. Probably interest Peter Ray. That's a pathway down towards the pond that I can't get down because it's too steep. And this is the we have a mini railway here, like in the park, that you can ride on. You literally just put your leg over each side. It doesn't go like massively fast, obviously, because that would kill people, and that wouldn't work, would it? But this has been here since the late 1940s. They don't charge. It's open every Saturday and Sunday as long as the weather's okay, and also bank holidays and other events, like if they have the air show and stuff like that. But they do rely on donations, so people tend to just donate, and then you can ride around it and back. I remember going on as a kid. All right, so I've come out of the park now. I'm on my way home. The reason I took this picture is that this is Newcastle Road, and I've talked about this being the big road. But the reason I wanted to show you something is that right down there, where the tip of this arrow is, it's like you probably see like a white dot just above the arrow point. So I zoomed right in. No, I'm not zooming here. I'll just show you the picture. So I zoomed right in to show you the picture of the mill. So this is Fulwell Mill. So Fulwell Mill was built in 1808. It was built by Joseph Swan, who also had shipyards. It's built from magnesium limestone, which was found at the adjacent quarry. In 1949, its sails were removed because obviously the need for it, because of other power sources, had become very limited. So the sails were removed, and it was fitted with gas and still used to make animal food up until 1956, when it shut pretty much. So in 1996 it was fully restored and is now a museum, and there's a building next to it that was part of the mill, like the barn or whatever, and that's a tea room. But yeah, I might go all the way down Newcastle Road and take some closer pictures of this in my next outing somewhere. But yeah, doesn't seem to want to press anything once. Unless this was the last picture, was it? Oh. That's totally... Maybe that was the last picture. Oh, damn. It was. It was. Right. Bring this back up. Remove that. And I'm back on the screen. So yes, that was today's adventure. I thought I had more, but I took a lot of it out because I did repeat a lot of the same things and whatnot. Like I said, it was a bit more nervy at first. Once I got in the park, I was fine. I just felt more comfortable, you know, like being back in the park because it's more chilled and stuff. But yeah, I've been trying to think of like other places I could go that I haven't really been to, and because of obviously the way things are in the banks and stuff, it's a bit hard really. I was thinking if I could go further along the coast road, but then I don't know how far I'll get. Usually if I'm thinking something like that, I just go on Google Maps and have a look and see if there's like a route along. But also because it's like already 45 minutes to see like the top of Seaver, and I'm worried about going that bit further. You know what I mean? Like just in case, because obviously I've still got to get back. So, and it's no good. It's no good. Like, yeah, it's just a bit. It's a bit scary. Oh, thanks, Patricia and Gary. It's pink, but it's like a really dark pink, like a cerise pink kind of thing. Hello, cerise is more bright, isn't it? No, it's more of a dark pink. We'll just go with dark pink. But thank you anyway. But yeah, like there's loads of places I'd like to go and loads of places, like see, even just for me. But yeah, it's kind of awkward, but it's cool because the bits that I have seen and I'm obviously seeing again, I'm like reliving my youth in a sense, because like obviously especially down the beach and stuff, I spent absolutely tons of time down the beach when I was young, as you do, yeah. But yeah, are you using a camera or your phone for pictures? I'm using the camera. um I took my, well, the camera I got with the money that everybody raised for us. So I took that, and it's amazing. It amazes us. Like I just find it so amazing, just how you can zoom at stuff that like is miles away and it looks clear. Like I'm right there, which is probably why I do so many zooms, because I'm like, look, I can still see it. Look, I can still see it. I'm a right child in that sense. Google search Roker. No clue what that is. Lovely thought is Lenny. Do other wheelchair users share your journeys locally and let everyone know about the challenges? Plus, good points. No, I don't like. I have the only wheelchair places that I found usually like on Facebook, for instance, Facebook groups. It it's more American based. Like there doesn't seem to be that much, you know, for here. But that would be a really good idea, because if someone was going somewhere, traveling to a different place, then at least they would have some idea. you know, and it would just make it easier for them. But I think also just to like to raise awareness for like just able-bodied people who are not aware, because I wasn't aware. Yeah, mind, I nearly took myself out the wheelchair today. It's not advised. I thought the other point to mention is you can still be lazy in a wheelchair. That's the other point to mention. Because I thought, oh, I'll just cut through there instead of going all the way around, and then I'll just come off the curb, right? And I'm thinking, if I just come right round that end, it's not that big. So, so I went to come off the curb, and I literally, like, I get sort of tilted forward. I was like, oops, that might not be very good. Don't do that again. So yeah, it's a bit, oh dear. But yeah, and that's down to pure laziness. Like, I can sit in here and go, oh, I can't be asked. I'm like, you're not actually even walking. You can't, you know, my hand can't be bothered. Is that what it is? Like, my hand's that lazy that I can't be bothered. But it's a weird thing. It's one of the things I always think is the funniest bit. Like, the weirdest things you find out about being in a wheelchair is that you still can't be bothered at times. But yeah, Lenny, you are crazy. Yeah, it's wrong. Gotten without saying. Crazier than a coconut. Is that what I am? Yeah, I know. No more injuries. Your nerves, your nerves aren't able for it. Neither am I, to be fair. And like, I was, I told Ian that what I did, and he was get like, "What are you trying to do? Be a stunt woman?" And I was like, "Works for Tom Cruise, doesn't it?" Like, I mean, he's not a stunt woman, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like, why not? I'm much more daring than I used to be. But yeah, the route I go all the time, I know, and that's like I know it so well. So unless a barrier is put in front of us, for instance, like there was roadworks or pathworks or whatever, or an idiot has drove their car on the path, which happens a lot when I go to one of the roads I go down to, because there's shops there. And yeah, so apart from that, it's normally pretty simple, but yeah. So unless anyone's got any more questions or anything, I'm going to go, I think. 11:30. No, it's not. It's 12:30. Can't even read. It's now officially the next year. Hello, my mum would say. No, it isn't. I haven't made sleep yet. But yeah, I might go, like I said, I might go along to the windmill and have a look there. I could take the camera around the stadium and stuff, but like, I photographed the stadium with my phone before, but I know the camera's better. Could probably see. I might. Oh, actually, there's a bit where you can go down, and I can see towards the river and the other bridge, so I could do that. Could do that, and then obviously the windmill in the park that way, and then I'm stumped because like everywhere else is too steep. Like, there's a massive cancer research warehouse style charity place, charity warehouse shop thing, but it's down by the river over there, and there's just no way to get down the bank. It's just massively steep. Like, there's just no way, which is really good because I'd love to go there because I would be able to actually get around the shop. I've seen the inside of it because my friend showed us, and it's huge, and I'd be able to get around it. But you know what I mean? Because I'd just love to go and have a look. Just obviously for me, for the house, for the kids or the dog or whatever, buying stuff for them. But like, you know, be cool. The idiot deserves a keyring, but I didn't say that. Sheltering. Which idiot, me? I am an idiot, though, to be fair. It's not a joke. Right. Anyway, I guess no one else has got anything to ask, so I suppose I will go. And thank you very much to everyone for watching. I'm doing it this week because I'm obviously using the one you parked in. Is that? Oh yeah, definitely. I'm doing it this week because it's easier than trying to edit with this old laptop and stuff. But obviously once I've got my laptop back, hopefully soon, I'll use that and do them proper. Anyway, bye everyone. Take care. Be good, and I will see you Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night. I'm back. No door riding, I promise. Bye. Bye.